Hiroo Onoda was a Japanese soldier who refused to surrender after World War II ended, spending 29 years hiding in the jungle of Lubang Island in the Philippines. His story is both fascinating and inspiring and is a testament to the strength of the human spirit and the power of perseverance. Born on March 19, 1922, in Wakayama Prefecture, Japan, Hiroo Onoda was a young man when he was drafted into the Imperial Japanese Army in 1942. He was trained as an intelligence officer and sent to the Philippines in 1944, where he was stationed on Lubang Island. On February 28, 1945, the U.S. Army landed on Lubang Island and began its campaign to liberate the Philippines. Despite being vastly outnumbered, Onoda and his small group of soldiers fought back, launching guerrilla attacks on American troops. Over time, Onoda's companions either surrendered or were killed, but Onoda remained hidden in the jungle, determined to continue fighting. In 1950, a leaflet was dropped from a plane, informing Onoda and other Japanese soldiers that the war had ended and instructing them to surrender. However, Onoda refused to believe the news, convinced that it was a trick by the enemy. He continued his mission, gathering intelligence and occasionally engaging in small-scale attacks. Over the years, Onoda survived by living off the land, using guerrilla tactics to avoid detection, and occasionally stealing from local farms. He continued to resist all attempts to convince him that the war was over, even when his own family sent him letters pleading with him to come home. It wasn't until 1974, when Onoda was found by a young Japanese adventurer named Norio Suzuki, that he finally learned the truth. Suzuki told Onoda that the war had ended almost 30 years ago and showed him newspapers and other evidence to prove it. Even then, Onoda refused to surrender, saying that he would only lay down his arms if his superior officer ordered him to do so. Eventually, Onoda's former commanding officer was located and flown to Lubang Island to officially relieve him of his duty. On March 9, 1974, Hiroo Onoda finally surrendered, still dressed in his tattered uniform and carrying his rusted rifle. Onoda's story captured the imagination of people all over the world and he became something of a celebrity in Japan. He wrote a best-selling book about his experiences and became a popular speaker, sharing his story of survival and perseverance with audiences all over the world.